Hi, Leo. Welcome to your second week of August, or sorry, I should say October birthday. I mean, reading. Sorry. I'm thinking that from what it sounds like, what I just said, you guys might be dealing with something that happened around your birthday, because a lot of you have birthdays during the August time. So if you had a fight, I'm getting, on your birthday, and the cards are really coming out. Ooh. If you guys had a fight or some kind of disagreement around your birthday, I feel like it's going to start resolving right around now. We are in Libra season. I almost said Aries season. So with this Emperor and Aries being the sign of opposition to Libra, you guys might be dealing with a Libra or an Aries. But we are in Aries. Sorry, Libra season. There's with the kind of energy it's coming in and how I'm speaking right now, there's definitely someone that wants to make themselves feel heard, or someone that's in the back of your mind. And I'm getting that it's an Aries, really hardcore. Or maybe some other kind of fire sign, because I'm seeing a lot of fire, and I'm seeing a lot of water, but also a lot of air. It's just whatever energy is coming toward you is coming really strong and does not want to be silenced. With this Wheel of Fortune, whenever I get it as an upright, I always talk about good fortune, or let's say good karma, or something that impacts you positively. And I feel like whatever happened sort of in August, because I'm getting, for a lot of you, there was some kind of conflict in August. It's coming here to resolve, and I feel like that's a very specific message for someone. But for others of you, you're just seeing some kind of good fortune coming your way, not necessarily a resolution of energies that are not resolved, I should say. Interesting. So I see the Ace of Wands, which is always a good sign. Ace of Wands talks about new beginnings, and it's new, passionate, powerful beginnings. So you're definitely in your element also, because the Ace of Wands is the fire ace. So I feel like for some of you, you might be getting a new job now, and the Ace of Wands says that you're I feel like you're gonna walk into that interview and really show them that Leo sort of style, the power, the passion, because Leo is the sign of the sun. So you guys by nature are powerful, and I guess grandiose is a good word to use. So definitely feel that way, I feel. Let yourself feel that way. Don't put yourself down because other people tell you to, or wow, you're so show off, or whatever. I know that's not traditionally what the Death card means, but I do feel like whoever this Death card is representing in your life, they are kind of jealous. I'm getting that sort of green-eyed jealousy coming from someone. But you're definitely putting an end to that situation with that Death card. You're either cutting this person off, or you're sort of sitting down and having a talk with them. Whatever level of escalation that requires in your life, I feel you're doing that. In fact, that could be why, for some of you with that conflict that happened in August, because I'm getting that really hard, really hardcore, with this Three of Pentacles and this Four of Swords and this Queen of Swords, I'm really getting the impression that you're sort of trying to figure out what it is you want to say to this person, or trying to figure out how you can sort of, because the Queen of Swords, to me, talks about communication. She's a hurt queen, so she has grown tough skin, and she's not afraid of cutting people out in her life in confrontation. A lot of the air signs, especially like Libra, tend to be afraid of confrontation. But with the Four of Swords, I sense some kind of rest, some kind of like hesitance. But I feel like in this situation, it kind of means planning. And with the Three of Pentacles, it could be that you're trying to plan out how to work together with this person in a way of like metaphorically mending the situation. And it's funny that I should say that the Queen of Wands is the wounded queen, because right next to it is the Nine of Wands, which is the card of the wounded warrior. I believe this card represents Chiron, which is a warrior who heals from his past battles. But I'm definitely under the impression, and for some of you, you know, it could be that this person who's like jealous of you or who wants to attack, because if you look at this death card, it looks like this person is coming for whoever's sleeping, and in the Four of Swords, the woman is sleeping. It's a card that talks about sleeping and resting. So it could be that someone is trying to kick you where you're down, sort of a thing. So be careful who you let know what is going on in your life. If you're going through a particularly hard time, don't tell anyone who would be willing to take advantage of you that way. But I feel like you have a lot of good people in your life, especially with the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands usually talks about you discovering what it is that you value and what it is that you want to fight for. But I feel like in this situation, it could be that if you look at the card, you have one person on a dragon with the wand, but then you have 6 wands right pointing right back at him, and that could be like your support group pointing at someone who is trying to take advantage of you or hurt you in any way, that kind of energy. And I feel like you could, this Emperor means 2 things to me in this reading. One, I feel like this is how the person who's jealous perceives you, and it could be, and the second thing that I perceive is that the other person in your life who is not the person who is jealous of you is an Aries, and they are in this Lover's energy. So for some of you, it might actually be a Gemini, but the Lover's energy talks about wanting to reconcile if there was any conflict in the past, or coming forward and overcoming some large obstacle to be together. And with this Page of Cups, I'm definitely getting that the message, the want to communicate, is starting to formulate. So to me, usually when you start to see the Knight of Cups is when they've decided that they're going to, and they're coming forward to do it. But the Page of Cups, I feel like right now they're sort of flirting with the idea. And I think that's good either way, because you don't want them to come in right now as this whole like conflict is happening. I'm now getting that like maybe what happened in August for some of you wasn't necessarily like a conflict or a fight or anything, and it was just that you met someone and things kind of hit it off, but then kind of didn't. And now they're coming back and they're like, hey, actually, I want to date you. Let's go out, or let's have a casual relationship, or whatever it is that you're interested in doing. But like, I definitely feel that there's some kind of element here where someone could feel jealous of you, but there's also another element of you overcoming something. So it might not necessarily be that you're overcoming someone who is trying to, you know, be of a detriment in your life, but it could be just that you were trying to overcome something, some situation that was. So if there's something that's been putting you down, definitely I see you overcoming it with this Ace of Wands and this Lovers. And if you're trying to sort of start a new situation in love, the Ace of Wands and the Lovers are a fantastic combination to have. With this Page of Cups, also amazing. So all in all, I think it's a great reading. I think that you guys are in a great position this month, especially with this Wheel of Fortune, which is positivity. The only advice I give you is watch out who you trust, because not everyone always has the best of intentions. But I feel like you guys do have plenty of good people in your life. So make sure to confide in the ones that you can trust. So that's my weekly reading. That's my reading for you guys this week. I hope to see you guys next week, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful week. I'll see you then.